Welcome to this session of free tax tips. Now in this one we're going to talk about individuals who are getting audited and what should you do. Now most of the time when people are getting audited, they're probably getting audited for a year that was about 2 to 3 years prior. So here it is, 2013. You're probably getting audited for that 2009, 2010 tax return. Now if that's the case, the first thing you have to do is find your schedule, find your itinerary, find your planner for 2009 and 2010. That's a good place to start. Number one, what should I do? Find what you were doing in 2009 and 2010. That'll help you create that year. Now the next thing I want you to do, if you haven't done it already, is open that letter. I know I'm kind of backtracking, but a lot of times people will be getting audited and don't continue to open letters from the IRS. They just kind of bury their head in the sand and say, hey, if I don't respond, then hopefully this will go away. And that doesn't happen. What tends to happen is that the problem escalates and gets worse. I want you to respond, and I want you to find that planner, that calendar from 2009, 2010, so that way you can backtrack. What were your appointments? How much money did you bring in? You want to find those books as well. For 2009, 2010, those previous years, you want to find those books. And when I say books, I'm talking about bookkeeping, the accounting records for 2009, 2010. Now you may say, hey, I don't have books, I didn't have a calendar. Well, if that's the case, we got to do our best to try to recreate the year. If you were in business, do your best to say in January, what was I doing in January? February, what was I doing in March? And so forth. You have to do your best to create that year. What about your books? I always recommend writing and swiping. Again, write checks and swipe your card to create that paper trail. Now what you can do is go back usually to your bank statements for those years. If you don't have your bank statements, hopefully your bank still has them for 2009, 10, 8, whatever those prior years are that you're getting audited for. Get those from the bank. Now you can use those to go through those and come up with your tax deductions. It's not too late. You can still add those up, because what's happening when they audit you is they're wanting you to prove that the documentation that you claimed, or prove that you had the documentation for the things you claimed. So if you're getting audited, number one, continue to open the letters. Number two, recreate that year, that calendar for what it is that they're auditing. So that way you know what you did in January, February. 3, I need you to find those books. And if you don't have those books, you got to try and do your best to recreate the books for those years. Okay? I hope that's been helpful. If it has, feel free to like us. You can also subscribe to our video, and I'll keep you posted with our next one.